Every 2 seconds, a child is being forced to marry. Every 2 seconds. 1, 2.
يعني ايش ذنبنا احنا؟ مش الوحيدة يعني يمكن كل الأطفال.
This is Nada Al-Ahdal. When she was 11 years old, her parents told her that her wedding is in 3 days.
I just wanted to run away from that situation because of the victims I saw in my family because of child marriage.
Nada did the unthinkable. She ran away from home and made a video that went viral and changed her life forever. Since she established the Nada Foundation, she was kidnapped by ISIS and was even nominated for a Nobel Prize. Today, we will get to hear her story and also get a chance to help.
End child marriage.
يعني ما فيش حياة، ما فيش تعليم، ما فيش قوة، ما فيش بين قلبهم رحمة. إيش هذه التربية معهم؟ الموت أرحم لي، إنني أموت ولا أبقى. يعني إيش هذا؟ إيش تهددوا الأطفال؟ يرضيكم زيي أنا كذا ها يزوجوني؟ يرضيكم؟ وكمان أنا عادي القتل عندي عادي.
When I was told I was gonna be married or my wedding actually in 3 days, I was shocked. I was just speechless. I just wanted to run away from that situation because of the victims I saw in my family.
Nada's aunt got married when she was 13, and in order to escape, she burned herself to death. Her sister tried to do the same when she had got married.
Her life was saved, but while she was suffering from the burns on her body, I was informed that I will be the next victim.
What goes through the head of an 11-year-old girl that her parents are telling her that she's getting married?
So in general, if you have a child, it's like a whiteboard. You can draw on it whatever you want. You can convince this child on everything because it's easy to brainwash their head. They were convincing me there is a white dress, you'll have your own house. What came to my mind was different because I saw the victims and I saw the most closest people to me losing their life because of the marriage. So what came to my head is how to survive. I choose to just run away and say out loud, no.
Imagine an 11-year-old running through the streets of Yemen. It took her a while, but she managed to find her educated uncle that wanted to help. They started with uploading a video, calling the world for help.
And it was uploaded on his YouTube channel, and I didn't expect the impact of that video. It went viral. It went 8 million views in 3 days. All the media around the world start talking about it. It translated into 40 languages. It was in the newspapers, it was in the TV. And then I've realized my story got connected to the title of child marriage. And in fact, I did not have any idea what child marriage is. What I thought is it is a marriage, but with my video, I got educated that this is a crime and child marriage is a crime.
There are many reasons for child marriage. The obvious one is poverty. A family can get paid for the daughter and cut their expenses. Another reason is tradition. This is just the way that it was always done. But Nada believes that the real reason is actually education.
So it's not because of a specific tradition. Yes, traditions and poverty is a reason to increase numbers of child marriage. But I know myself, some families who has not got enough to feed their children 3 meals a day, but they would rather suffer starving, dying, than selling their daughters under the name of marriage because they know this is danger for their physical and mentally. And I know some families that financially stable, but they still practice this. So it's all about educating these people and telling them that you can make out of this girl and invest on her and make out of her a doctor, and you can rely on her and she can be a part of our community. I don't understand as well how the governments expect a greater generation or the society expect a greater generation when they make that generation raised by children.
After a hard legal fight, Nada's uncle got custody on her, and they decided to use their newly found power and influence to fight child marriage. About that time, the political situation in Yemen started to change, and the rising power of ISIS became a problem.
That was the war, the start war of Yemen. So I tried to leave from Sana'a, which is the capital of Yemen, but it was the start of the war, so the airport was shut down, so I tried from a different city. And while we were coming back from a restaurant, me and my uncle were kidnapped for 14 days.
With pure luck, the ISIS terrorists that kept them had to leave and released them from captivity. After that, they had managed to escape to Saudi Arabia, where they had a very important encounter.
I met the Prime Minister of Yemen, Ahmed bin Dagher, and I was like, why don't you put child marriage in your next programs? He was like to me, Nada, why don't you do your own foundation and I will sponsor it. I will support your foundation to end child marriage and make programs. And that happened actually. With his support, Nada Foundation were established in Yemen, and we done 3 programs, one to end child marriage by education, and the second one is to save girls who came to the foundation asking or seeking for help from helping them from child marriage or domestic violence. And third one was educational programs through media.
How come we never hear about it as much as we should? How come it's not on the news?
Because there is not enough educational programs. The government is not doing its own job, which is educating these people about it. And that's why I tell my story as one of the stories that happens in literally every household in Yemen and Middle East. So this is the problem. There is no educational programs, and that's why me and you are doing a video, because we need to educate people and be like, you haven't heard of it? It is true and it's a reality, happens every day.
And not only in developed countries. This horrible crime happens all around the world, mostly under the radar of the authorities.
This crime happens in every country. In fact, in the UK, it's only criminalized 2 years ago, child marriage. Before, if you're 16 and 17 or 18, you can be married with a parental consent.
Do you think it's destiny? Do you think it's your destiny, or do you think it's something that just happened?
I think my destiny will be I don't know. I think I don't. My uncle can tell you. He can see me in 10 years. He can see me in 5 years.
And what does he say? What does he say?
I just do a daily thing and expect out of it some impact, to be fair. I think because it's fair enough, I had a chance to live, why don't I use it and give it to another girl? I think that is my job. That is my duty. In every society and community, you have a duty. In this world, you have a job to do. And I think my job is to deliver voices for these girls. I think I was given a blessing, which is a platform that I can use. Why don't I just use it in a beneficial way, which is saving these girls' lives?
Recently, the Nada Foundation was established in the UK as well. So now, Nada can work internationally and help educate people and prevent child marriage all around the world. If you want to help her, go to the description. There, you will find all the information you need in order to donate and support. You can also find there a link to the full conversation I had with Nada as a special podcast episode in our partner project, Feel Good Happy People. I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe, and until we meet again, look for the good ones. Wedding ceremonies can be a beautiful thing. They are a pure expression of love, and in this next episode, this is exactly what my friend Ludo and I wanted to celebrate. We decided to join Berlin's love parade and try to get people to get married for a day. The result was much more than we could hope for. Go cheer up and check it out.